So as I was proving how intelligent I am in this video that's on the screen right now, I promised you this video that I'm making right now. I'm going to tell you about the ideal training room system that Steel Aces could add to the game. Side note, for some reason, there's someone out there that doesn't like me. And I have no idea why. I'm a very likable person. So you host a standard battle, like in World of Tanks, but it's in a sandbox mode. So you're not just going to be farming to grind up the tech tree. You can invite any number of players, and you can fill up the teams to up to double a normal match size, whatever the teams are going to be. So, like, if team sizes in Steel Aces are going to be 15 versus 15, like in World of Tanks, you would be able to put 30 people per team just to have maximum chaos, right? And the teams don't need to be full. They don't even need to be equal for you to start the game. You can use any rank of tanks. So you can have rank 1s versus rank 10s, rank 1s versus rank 17s if you wanted. That would be completely allowed. These training rooms also do have the option to have AIs in them, but not AIs that you can just go and farm and get a whole bunch of free experience and get all the way up the tech tree in. No, you don't get experience or credits from these battles. Also, I should mention that you don't lose credits from these battles like you do in World of Tanks training rooms, because in these training rooms that I have designed, everything that you could spend credits on is free in the training rooms. There would be two ways to add bots to the game. You can just fill up with bots, and that will fill up the teams, making them equal with however many bots are needed per side, and it will set the bots' tanks that they use based on the ranks and tanks that are on the other team to keep it balanced. Or you could set the bots and their tanks manually, and then that would give you complete control over what teams and what tanks they're using. And to start the battle, you don't even need someone on either team. You can start the game with just you. You don't need anyone else to start the game. That way you could explore and learn the maps without needing someone else to go in with you on the other team. You also don't need any players at all to start the game. You could fill up with like 15 bots on each team, no real players, and just spectate the bots fight. This would be beneficial for the developers because they could use that to figure out if one side of a map gives a big advantage over the other side. The host of the room would also be able to set himself and any other players in the waiting section as spectators. And spectators can go full free cam mode and just fly around the map watching the battle. And in free cam mode, they can see both teams, whether or not the tanks are spotted. Or you can click on a tank to watch from its point of view. And then when you're watching from its point of view, you can only see what tanks are spotted by that team. And that is perfect for tournaments, because I may or may not really desperately want to host tournaments when this game comes out. So if the developers want to add this idea, I would absolutely love it, because then I could make amazing tournament videos, and that would be really fun. So subscribe. This spectator system, along with the only bot battle, would help the developers balance maps, and it would also help me practice my commentating. I think that's a pretty good deal for everyone, right? Probably one of my very favorite parts of this system is that if the host enables the setting in the room, then any player can use any tank, whether or not they own it, which means you can go in and test tanks that you don't own to see if you want to get the tank. It would also be very good for my tournaments that I want to host, because let's say I were hosting rank 10 5 versus 5 tournaments. That's not foreshadowing, I promise. Then, if not everyone has a bunch of rank 10s, then I can enable that setting and they can use them anyway and still participate in the tournament. But I think something like this would be a great addition to Steel Aces. Why does it matter though? It's a sandbox. It's not a side mode. People can host tournaments, like me, test armor angles, film videos, or try custom dumb modes, whatever they could think of, right? And for the devs, you can also test maps to see if the sides are balanced. This would be the best system Steel Aces could add for players, creators, and devs. And if the devs don't add this, I'm never playing their game again. And also, those tournaments that I was talking about that I want to host, that is something that I do really, really, really want to do because I want to give as much content as possible to the community. And I also want to just do something unique and fun that my community can participate in. So I think that'd be really cool. But I'm only going to allow my subscribers to do that. So make sure you subscribe, like this guy here, and make sure your subscription is set to public, or else I can't tell you're subscribed. And this guy is like pretty much my whole community all by himself, so get better.